It's the Cundy and Nathan show.
Are we doing this?
Let's do it.
We're doing it. We're recording right now.
It's happened. Right, I've just popped me top off me hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Off me knob gobbler.
Come on, mate.
This is it, Christmas.
It is.
So
sort
this
of.
is...
It's your birthday, isn't it, soon?
Come on, mate.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas takes precedent over my birthday.
Christmas Eve, 51 again. 51 again.
Will you still need me? Will you still do when I'm 74?
So we are doing another podcast. We did a really shambolic sort of podcast before, did we? Yeah, sort of. Again, I've gone straight in without announcing who I am. I'm Nathan.
And I'm Matt.
Yes, or otherwise
Cundy
known as Cundy, as the podcast says.
Cundy.
So you got to stick to that.
Yeah.
You got to stick to that, fella. So we thought we'd do another podcast.
And conveniently, it was like a end of year one, so we didn't have to think too hard about what to fill this one up with.
Although we did think hard enough to send out a message on social media to ask people what their favourite bits were, because the chances are we wouldn't have had enough to fill 20 minutes.
I got 2 bits of paper's worth of look. I've printed stuff out.
Waste of paper, that, mate. You could have just used the Word document.
Whatever, we're all doomed.
Read it off an iPad.
Planet's all doomed. Another 2 sheets of paper ain't going to make any difference.
That is the wrong attitude.
Lost all hope.
Wrong attitude. The last podcast had a pretty good reception. I can't remember what the actual play count is now, but I think it was over 300 people.
So 10,000 or something, I think.
But what I meant was 300,000 people.
Yeah, it was a good reception. Probably, I'm fully expecting those numbers to slip away.
Treble.
To dwindle and tail off now.
Come on, mate. Where's your optimism?
Just that curiosity factor in it, what are those clowns up to now?
Yeah.
They're doing. Play this for 10 minutes and then turn it off and go home.
Well, I mean, we're trying to do an actual podcast which is structured. I mean, you even wrote the agenda, which says a lot.
I got time on my hands, mate. got time on my hands. I bullet pointed the itinerary for the show.
Yeah. What is the first bit? Should we just crack straight on into it and then?
So we've done the intro, haven't we?
I guess that was it. Yeah.
That was it. Well, and hopefully people will enjoy the actual intro ditty.
Oh,
again,
yeah.
Time on my hands. So I've done an actual intro ditty.
Yeah, and you've done an image as well for the SoundCloud page.
Yeah, little logo for that as well. So it's all happening.
A lot of time on your hands. Don't know how you managed to do anything in between the wanking sessions.
Just squeeze it in, mate, while I'm squeezing it out. Oh my God!
Oh, he's gone full beast. Anyway, come on then. What's the first thing?
First on our of the year podcast is a TV show.
TV show
of the year,
right?
Because we're just kind of doing all cultural things,
everyone else is doing these end of year roundups, so we thought, why not?
It's just something to talk about.
Just have a go.
It's conversation, isn't it? Because
Exactly.
otherwise I don't talk to no one. So
have a go.
This is it.
Exactly. Well, shall I just say now that there is the possibility of some drilling happening, because I'm recording this at 9:15 Dubai time, and the person that lives above us has decided that he's going to make some furniture.
Driller killer, American Psycho. What, actually making it? He's chopped some wood down. He's actually physically making the entire thing.
Yeah, I saw him out before chopping down some shrubs.
Some oak trees.
It's more a nest than furniture.
Right, because you don't really need a drill to make IKEA or flat pack in. It's all bish bash, mate.
I don't know. I heard some screaming, heard the drill go in. I don't really want to ask any more questions, to be fair.
I had some plastic sheets going down and that.
Heard the scrubbing on the floor, trying to get the stains off.
That's horrible.
It is. It's dreadful.
Could be anything going on up there. I feel it. I don't like it.
Weren't we talking about what TV show was our?
So TV show of the year. Do you want to kick off?
No, you go first. Go on.
Because if
You're on a roll.
Have you watched much TV this year?
I have, but not actual live TV. I'm living in Netflix world.
Yeah. Well, I feel you. Well, Netflix has been okay this year. I've watched the 2 of the things I got on my list are Netflix.
Yeah.
Things.
You got 2 things.
I've got more than two.
Already gone off. Already gone off the agenda. Brilliant.
But no, I've got my favourite one of the year.
Right.
But like I got. Did you watch Bloodlines at all?
I didn't know. What's that?
Oh, that's that conversation, Dead.
Isn't that Assassin's Creed? Isn't that Assassin's Creed?
No, that's the thing about the family, like the family feuding in somewhere in America or something. Like,
This sounds amazing. Sounds great.
It was pretty good apart from the last episode, but I won't spoil it for anyone. That was good. Narcos, you been watching any of that?
Narcos, I've heard of that, but no, I didn't watch that either.
Oh, sis!
Told you since I moved out here in August, no Netflix out here, so I've been behind on everything.
Narcos is all like big, what's it called? I was going to say Imelda Marcos then, but that's not about who's the big drug guy.
Contemporary reference.
The big drug guy in Colombia or something. That's where it all happens.
Johnny Drugs.
Old Johnny Big Man, drug man.
Captain Powder.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go for I've got three.
Oh, come on! What are you doing here? You can't have three.
They're not really like. See, mine. See, I've got Match of the Day as one.
Right. Okay, that doesn't count. Right. Move on. Forget that one.
Why doesn't Match of the Day count?
Move on.
Why does it's a TV show, isn't it?
All right, you can have Match of the Day.
And I do watch it.
Okay.
Every week.
All right.
And other stuff I miss, like Narcos. I've only seen the first 2 episodes.
Narcos.
Yeah. Oi, Narcos. Got any of them drugs, have I?
Go on then.
And then I got Detectorists, which I really liked as well. Detectorists.
Oh.
It's got old.
It's a lot of TV, you.
Oh, Martin Funny Eyes from The Office and that,
Martin Funny Eyes.
Yeah, he's in
Freeman.
It. Yeah, he's. No! Oh, I got the wrong one.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
All the research I've done
You mean Mackenzie Crook?
Yes, that's him.
Yeah.
He's in it. It's about metal detectors, about guys and metal. It's really like a real English thing.
Not selling it to me yet, mate.
Yeah, my Mrs. Cundy's not into it. She's like, "What's this?"
What's it called?
Detectorists.
Right.
Sounds it's very slow. It's a bit poddy. It was the second series. I completely missed the first one.
I've got another one that I've not written down. Oh, go on, carry on.
But yeah, I really enjoyed that. It's like a nice English sort of comedy, just very gentle. Get to see a lot of England's beautiful gardens.
England's
because they're out in the countryside.
Gardens.
Because
la.
Because they're out in the countryside, it's nicely shot and it's just really nice pace, and it's kind of my sort of thing. It's kind of like now I'm entering into my
phase.
Autumnal years.
Salad days.
Yeah, the old salad days. Yeah, it's good. But my favourite, TV show of the year. I don't know if I'm allowed it because it's a documentary thing. It's like a nature documentary, and it's only just finished actually. It's called The Hunt.
I heard about that.
Yeah, that's like the only thing I've really looked forward to watching. Basically, because I find stuff like that more interesting than, drama, TV drama.
Was that the BBC thing? Yeah.
Yeah, it's old David Attenborough.
Atters.
He's still at it, mate. He's like 109 or something, and he's still going.
Just let him rest. BBC. He needs a sleep.
I don't think he's on location for any of this. He does the voiceover for it, but some of the stuff on it, it's just incredible. It's given me a much more what's the word I'm looking for here?
Sexual.
Not really.
Right.
But I can empathise a lot more with normally when you watch animal like carnivores going after little things.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, go on the little thing, run away.
Yeah.
But this one made me. I could feel. Really, I should be a bit more on the side of like the hunter.
Why is that? What made you?
Because the hunters have it. They have it because they have it a lot tougher. They have it a lot harder. Like kind of hunting animals. They're the ones that are kind of endangered because they're the food that they go after.
Yeah,
that's quite plentiful. Like I don't know, like a tiger or a lion can live off one wildebeest to keep them going for a while. Yeah. And there's loads of wildebeest. Disposable, mate. They're like plastic bags. There's loads of them.
What, they cost 5p in your average
that's one
supermarket?
of my points later. I've given away one of my other things for later. Oh, no, never mind. I will have forgotten about that later anyway.
You've already forgotten about it.
But my favourite bit on The Hunt is like there was... I got lots of favourite bits on The Hunt, but there was
Yeah.
the crocodiles, and they only eat once a year,
Yeah.
and they wait all year for these wildebeest again, just like junk food.
Yeah.
Just they wait all year in this river for the wildebeest when they're doing their migration,
Yeah.
and they just need to catch one, and that's them sorted for a year. But they all because they don't burn much energy, because all they're doing is waiting for this one day of the year where all the wildebeest come and drink out of their hole.
That's mental.
Oh, matron.
That's
Oh no, matron.
that sounds mental.
I had a newfound respect for crocodiles. I was like, I don't like crocodiles. They're scary and they eat stuff. And you always see them. They're like grabbing little baby antelopes that are by the drinking hole, and they're, he's got him by the legs. Let go of him, you horrible. But it's like, no, I can let one go in. That's fine.
Let one go in.
He only wants one.
Yeah.
It's not a lot to ask, is it? And it sustains him for a whole year. That's like low efficiency. That's good efficiency.
It is. That's
so TV. But there were so many great bits in that, and it was quite funny in places as well. The way they did some of the filming and the musical went really well. And you've got to respect people that will sit and look at nothing, waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
So some of them was at it for months.
They wouldn't have been there, mate. They'd have had a remote control camera.
No, I had a drone. There's something scaring them off. I don't know what it is. It's getting weird, this. Yeah, them sea otters, they're just not. They're not playing ball.
They've not been back. Not been back for years.
Let's wrap it up. We'll CGI them in. Forget it.
That would have been amazing.
So yeah, my TV show of the year, definitely
The Hunt.
The Hunt.
The Hunt. Right.
The Hunt.
Shall I go with mine?
Yeah, do it, mate. Because otherwise, it's just going to be.
Well, they're in no particular order.
Yeah, mine aren't really.
Yeah.
Match of the day and The Hunt.
Match of the day. So I've got three. One of them is Trailer Park Boys. Have you ever watched that?
No, I did watch the first one because you said it was good.
Yeah.
And I could tell it was one of them ones. It's like, you need to really watch the first 9 seasons before it starts getting good.
No, you don't.
Do you have to watch more than the first episode?
No, you can watch the first episode and then you can decide from there whether you like it or not, because it stays pretty much the same all the way through. But that's what I liked about it. They didn't try to complicate things. There were times when it went a bit slightly surreal, but everything sort of made sense in it.
Right.
So for anyone that hasn't watched it, it's obviously set in a trailer park in Canada, and it's basically just these two sort of dropouts who always get into trouble, or 3 dropouts who get into trouble. I can't remember their names, but that's about all the information that you need for that.
Oh, Bob, Johnny, and Dave dropout.
But one thing that I did pretty much crack up about every single time it happened, and bear in mind they're Canadian, so it was happening quite a lot, but was the way that they say about. So stop fucking about.
Is it they've got a Scottish thing going on, have they?
Not Scottish, but no, it's not Scottish, but it does sound a little bit like that now that I think about it.
Are we talking Northern Exposure kind of region?
Yeah.
It's up that far, is it?
That's Alaska.
That's cold. Oh, yeah, I'm wrong. It's not Canada, is it?
No, you've gone wrong here. Right, stop that.
Is that where Dynasty is set?
Yeah, it is, mate.
Dallas.
That's where Neighbours is set. Up in Alaska. And then the second one was... what was it called? That Peter Kay car thing.
Oh,
Did you ever watch it? Did you watch it?
I've started watching it again because they're repeating it because it's been at least 4 weeks since they put it on for the first time round. Yeah. So it's being repeated again. Yeah, it's good. I only watched the first 4 episodes, I think, and that was just before I moved out here. But just that genteel sort of pace to it. Peter Kay hasn't really done much TV since Phoenix Night. Well, since Max and Paddy, I guess. I never really watched any Max and Paddy, but
it wasn't great. But this just felt like he'd gone back to the bare basics of comedy, where it was just him and that girl. I can't remember what she's called, but she's been in various other things that he's done before. I think she was in Phoenix Nights as well.
Was she? Yeah. Because I don't recognise her from anywhere. You see?
Yeah, she was definitely in Phoenix Nights and some other stuff as well. He I think Peter Kay started doing, so after the TV series finished, he started doing like comedy songs, like, so Is This the Way to Amarillo?
Yeah.
And some other stuff. And then he had that spell as like a woman, as like part of like X Factor or something. Like
This was in your head, mate.
No,
he was part. He was
have I dreamt it? I've dreamt this, haven't I? Fantasy again. Oh God. No, he basically went off doing like loads of other like weird stuff, and he was doing his tours, and it was all the same stuff over and over again. And then like this TV series, like saw people talking about it, I was like, it's gonna be same old. And then I watched it, and it was just them two, and that's what I loved about it. It was just like the chemistry between them.
It's all it needs to be, isn't it?
Yeah.
Two people. It's a bit like when Smith and Jones used to do the old sitting next to. That's all you need.
Sat face to face.
Yeah, but they're like sat in a car.
Yeah, but in
talking,
a car. Well, that's
talking shit.
On a slight tangent, like that's it is the type of comedy that I like. The sort of like this, the simple. They don't overcomplicate it. The first series of the Mighty Boosh was like that. The best bits was when they was just sat on the bench, just like chatting to each other and riffing off each other. Like the nice little gentle bits. Those were perfect. And then they just Noel Fielding went up his own arse after series 1, and like they kept trying to crowbar in special effects and all this crap. And it's like,
and it didn't
on,
work.
Mate.
Keep it simple.
They even had Razorlight in there on one of the series, and some other people. Yeah, it just got a bit weird.
Well, that's very much like the Detectorist is like that, because the beauty is the very simple exchanges while they're both going along with their metal detectors, which adds. That's the thing that they're doing while they're just talking.
So they're doing so it's not the focus of the show. It's just that's what
that
the comedy is around.
Yeah, the comedy's around that. I mean, obviously, like metal detecting and Detectorist is there. There's
pretty
a humour to that.
Pretty dry.
Well, I don't know. There's a bit like Train Spotting or something, I suppose, isn't it? There'd be like a
like drugged up, throwing glasses over balconies, smashing them into people's heads.
Train Spotting 2, they're doing.
Are they?
Yeah, they're doing it. It's being made.
Forget it.
Danny Boyle, he's doing it, and all the original cast. So old young Obi-Wan Kenobi will be in it, climbing out of toilets and that, and Sick Boy
Begbie.
and Spud You Like and all that lot. Begbie, yeah, that's the best thing old Begbie was ever in.
What was he called?
What was he called? Robbie
McJock.
old Robbie Mc. Offensive Scottish stereotype. Old Robbie McSporran or something, yeah. Robbie McHaggart.
Is he even Scottish? I can't remember.
Big time, mate.
Is he?
Oh, he's like the president of Scotland.
What's he called? Ellie watches something with him in.
The Once Upon a Time.
That's it, yeah.
Bag of shite, that is.
Absolute bag of shite. She loves it.
Kids watch that sometimes. I'm like, what are you watching, kids? This is worse than... They watch Pretty Little Liars.
I don't watch
you
that
ever seen
either.
that?
No.
Oh, mate.
No.
It's like Scooby-Doo, but shit.
Oh, God.
And with, like, beautiful people in it.
Right, okay. Maybe I'll watch it.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, yeah, I'll watch that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. On my own night. And it's not a favourite show, but I find it fascinating because I'll sit here and just watch it for, like, an hour without even noticing that the time's gone anywhere. And also because Blake likes watching it too.
What's
Camel racing, mate. Camel racing.
Is that like something that's on at the week? Is it like match of the day sort of thing?
Is. At the weekend, camel racing. It's on for hours.
They ride them?
No, they don't. They don't ride them. That'd be painful if you rode a camel. It's in that hump. Imagine that.
I've been on a camel.
I have as well. I got tricked into going on a camel once.
Where was this?
Turkey. I think I've talked about that on a podcast before. But,
probably, mate.
But yeah, the camel racing, weird, so weird. They've got these like little machines on the back of them that like perform the sort of what the jockey would be doing, so like whipping it,
right,
and stuff. And in the background, like, so they're running on a track like horses would do, and they're fascinating beasts when they run. They're really weird looking. They look like they shouldn't be able to
They're not very elegant, are they?
But they can run up to like, I think up to like 40 miles an hour or 35 miles an hour or something like that. Something
faster
mad.
than like a motorbike.
Faster than lightning over the sand. And
why don't they ride them then?
I don't know. Well, it's safer this way. But the weird thing is that when they're, because you never know what a camel's going to do.
Don't ask.
Because they're angry. They've always got the ump. They
are unpredictable beasts, aren't they?
They are. But in the background, like over here in Dubai, like all the cars on the road are pretty much huge 4x4s, like absolutely massive 4x4s. I'm talking bigger than your Land Rovers.
Right.
Like just huge. Nissan Patrols is like the #1 car out here, I think, or the Mitsubishi Pajero. But you just see them like all on the rails, like driving at the same speed as the camels. So it's like they're racing as they're going round. But I can't work out whether, I should have done my research on this, but I can't work out whether or not they're driving next to it to control the little whippy thing. Do you know what I mean? With like a remote control. So every now and again they have to go like drive near it and then give it the old button.
I don't reckon. I reckon there must. No, I reckon in this technological age where we can put.
So why are they driving next to it then?
Just for like, you know how like some people like try and follow the hunt and stuff like that over here with their cars and they drive to a bit.
No, but they all line up. It's like they're racing as well. So it's weird.
Maybe it's like a race within a race. It's like Inception, like a dream within a dream. And it's like, oh, where's the race start and the race end? I don't know. I've lost.
Just
Am I
racing?
Just racing. They probably bet on.
Yeah.
They're probably betting on something or other. I don't know.
No, honestly, I think that might be the case. I need to look into this. I should have done my research. It could have been an interesting fact there at the end of
Camel racing TV show of the year, right there, mate.
There we go.
What's the show called?
Camel racing.
Literally, just what it is.
I don't know what it's called. It's probably something in Arabic, and it's on Yas TV, I think.
Yes.
So I think it's based in Abu Dhabi.
Where's that? What's your? Do you place bets at all? Or?
There's no gambling out here, mate. You know what happens if you gamble.
Get the old.
Yeah.
What is there like a red rum? Is there like a top dog, top camel?
What's going on here? Sorry,
TC?
I just had some weird message just pop up on my screen. Don't ever do that again, computer.
Evil spirits.
Don't ever do that again, computer. So yeah, no gambling. What was the other thing you said?
So what's like the big? Is it like a Shergire or whatever? You know, like a big horse, not a big camel.
I've no idea. Yeah, I know what you mean, but no, I don't know. They have horse racing out here as well.
Humpy. Oh, that's not. We have that here. That's not interesting, is it?
No, but they have like.
Forget it.
They can only do it now, like at the end of the year, because it's too hot. Too hot for the horses.
Horses are weak. Camels are strong. See.
Exactly.
They're built for it.
Do you want an interesting fact?
Yeah, go on. Fact me up.
Where do camels store their water?
In their humps.
No, they don't.
What's that up there? Just like some kind of fatty deposit.
It's fat resources. Yeah, to keep them going. With the water, they drink up to 20 gallons a time, but it's just stored in their bloodstream, like in their body.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
I always thought it was in their hump, but when you said, then immediately I thought, well, what can that big fatty thing on the thing be? It must be fat.
What could that big fat hump be?
Oh, fatty humpy. There you go. There's your winning camel.
Yeah.
Come on, fatty humpy. Shall we move on?
Yeah, let's move on because
that was TV show of the year. So
that's took 25 minutes.
So our next thing is like our own thing of the year. So we're going to do like 3 our own things of the year. So something a bit more.
When's the readers? Readers.
I've got that on the itinerary after this. I can do a couple now if you like.
Yeah, do that. Let's hear some. Let's hear
a couple
things.
now. So it's quite nice hearing from people who we've not heard from before. First up, Moo Moo Minky.
Oh, Moo Moo Minky. Did we meet him?
Yeah, they all.
Did
all
we meet
the names
him?
came up.
No, we didn't.
Don't think so. Keith Cassidy.
I know. Yeah, I remember.
And
Keith
in real
Cassidy,
life.
Yeah.
I suspect not just on Twitter. So his best things of 2015. He said, apart from hearing your voices once again.
Sock up.
This is difficult due to not being able to remember more than 2 weeks ago. You'll appreciate that. Playing Fallout 4, but he said he probably thinks it's more of a 7 out of 10 for him.
Yeah.
And his kids are too small to game with, so it's mostly phone games for him now.
Phone games.
Yeah, like girl games.
But because they
games for girls.
But because they forced him into playing those games with them.
Yeah.
Or because
he doesn't say.
Because he doesn't have the time. Because me being time poor as well with a small child, I know I get it from that angle of not being able to play any big games because you've got a kid running around. Games. So it's right, I'll play Peggle for the millionth time.
I was playing a girls' game today actually, and it was the worst. It's the worst experience of my life. But I couldn't stop playing it.
What was it?
It was a phone game.
Yeah.
And it was like a logo game. Like one of the kids had downloaded it.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
What's that? I was like, oh, Dad, you know what the logo is for this? And then within 20 minutes, I was like, give it me. And then,
get out,
kids. It's fine, I'm playing this now. Get out of it. This is too hard for you. Fucking do one. And but I was like brands, which is horrible anyway. Like the point of the game was to recognise brands.
Yeah,
so it's like, how much of a fucking consumer are you?
Yeah.
And then every 3 goes you had, it played like an advert for something. It was just like horrible. It's like, oh God, this is horrible. Anyway, that's not what Moo Moo Minky was on about. And he said, Plant vs Zombies 2 was good. Was that this year? Doesn't know. I don't know.
Plants vs Zombies 2. No, I think
been.
that was last year.
Living in the past.
I think it was last year.
I don't know though. You could be right. Could be wrong. The Pluto flyby was exciting. Can you remember that?
No.
Come on, Pluto.
No, don't remember that at all. Or Mickey Mouse being there.
And the comet thing, that was good, he says. I don't really remember the comet thing. There was an eclipse this year, wasn't there?
Was there? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on, mate.
Solar eclipse.
Solar eclipse of the sun.
There was a solar eclipse, yeah. I remember looking at it and my eyes hurting afterwards.
Yeah, I looked at it through my T-shirt, which wasn't one of the recommended ways to look through it. But
I don't think they'd have been teaching that on Blue Peter.
And my eyes! Yeah. Yeah, what you want to do, kids, is just pull your T-shirt over your head and stand in the garden.
And just look through the little threads.
That's what I did, and it worked. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
I think my eyes are right. I nearly had to go for a glaucoma test the other day.
I'm over here, mate. I'm over here. The camera's here.
I can see you now. I was looking like.
That's what I mean. You burnt your eyes out. The joke's gone now, mate. Forget it.
It's gone. I've ruined
it. Forget it.
Timing's gone.
Forget this.
Tom Lewis.
Yeah.
He says, getting a laptop powerful enough to run 10-year-old games. Battlefront 2 at max settings. ? Oh, yeah!
Battlefront 2.
At max settings.
Wow.
10-year-old.
Wow. Thing. That's pretty good, though.
Yeah.
Sort
of. That's the best thing. That's his best thing. Yeah. Young Cheese Detective, and that's our old friend Alundra Wellman.
Alundra Wellman, he's back.
Yeah, he's back, mate. He is well back.
He never left.
I did have to edit down his responses because he did leave quite the Twitter response. Right. There's a few there. Okay. So he said his best thing of 2015 was finding out you can make a living selling stuff on eBay and Amazon. That's made his year.
Wow.
So I might do that.
So what's he selling, as he said?
He didn't say, actually. Don't know. I imagine just like bits and pieces, like Del Boy style. Got a flat up in old Mandela Towers or something, and he's knocking some hooky out, whatever they call it.
Hooky.
Hello, come on, Grandad. I don't know. And then he said Fallout 4 was being more of the same was good as well. So he Fallout 4 was like his game thing. And then he said in Dubai, it'd be really scared to do something considered illegal by Dubai law accidentally and spend 20 years in jail being whipped. So
I think that's pretty much everywhere.
If you do something bad.
Yeah, just don't do anything bad anywhere. Use that as a life rule rather than a travel rule. And
his final thing was, I have no idea why Nathan is planning on coming back here, because last time you said you're going to eventually come back. Yeah. I'm moving to Sweden or Germany. This country is full of arseholes. You can't argue with it. I can't. I live in, I'm one of them.
Yeah?
Assholes, I mean.
One of the arseholes?
I'm one of the arseholes.
Come on, mate.
Come on now.
Come on,
so that's a few of the listener things.
Is
that enough now?
Yeah. So we're doing our. I mean, I've got it down as like number one things of the year, but I've got it down as a highlight.
Yeah, that's fine, mate.
Is that all right?
Boom. Whatever your take on it is, unless you've messed it up, and then I'm going to be absolutely furious.
Treading
No, I
carefully.
get.
Treading carefully here. So I've got like it's a sort of like an award thing. But I've got down here.
If you want to play your own trumpet, mate.
No, it's not an award for me.
All right.
I mean, it's just set up like an award. So it's basically most interesting thing I've seen while driving out here. So driving to work the other day, and I just take a look to my left at this car that's like flying down on the inside lane, and I look over, glance over, and it's a lady driving a massive 4x4, as I said before, just reading a Kindle,
on the steering wheel.
On the steering wheel, just reading her Kindle.
That is insane.
At about 80 miles an hour.
You can't do that.
It was.
Well, you can because she was doing it. But
I was almost impressed. It was that mad.
Legally, you can't.
No,
you shouldn't be allowed.
Shouldn't be allowed to do that. But then when I was driving today, so two other things that I've seen. But the Kindle woman was the best one. Speed reading.
Mrs. Kindle.
Yeah. But the other two things that I've seen whilst driving, I saw a man on a motorbike reading a newspaper.
No.
At the traffic lights. Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, reading a newspaper. And then when I was driving back tonight, there was a guy watching Bollywood films on his iPhone that he had like attached to where his sat nav would be.
That is
just
insane.
Bollywood films. Yeah.
I do see people like no hands
Yeah.
on their bikes texting.
Yeah.
Like, just I can't even go no-handed.
No.
I go wobbly on with one hand on the handlebars, let alone trying to. And I've tried. Yeah. God knows.
You still got your stabilisers on yours, haven't you?
Come on, Dad. I keep getting the tinsel caught in my wheels. It's a nightmare.
So that's most interesting things I've seen while I've been driving.
Well, that's insane. Like I say, I wish people would take more care on the roads because it is serious. Just to bring it back down.
Oh, God.
You know, I know we're talking about it with a bit of levity.
Levity? Gravity.
No, levity. I think levity is the one. Yeah, that's
Power.
the one, mate.
Yeah.
Power. So my personal choice for this
highlight of the year. Yes.
This is disruptive poo of the year.
Oh.
I didn't do this.
Right back to where we was.
I didn't do this, but it did come to me while I was sitting on the toilet thinking, oh, yeah, that was good when I was trying to think of things.
What, your poo?
And this is a guy, weirdly, it ties into you being in Dubai as well, because it was a plane. It's like a British Airways flight. It was on its way to Dubai from Heathrow, and it had to turn back because of someone doing a massive dirty poo in the toilet.
I remember that.
Can you remember that?
Yes, I do remember that.
Imagine being that person.
Man.
And I think, what do they call it? I've got the page here so I can remember it. Because it became so unbearable, it was like a dirty protest. Liquid fecal excrement. And there was health and safety concerns.
Right.
Imagine that.
That's disgusting.
Who would do that?
Like, so you think about it, like, so it's not gone down the bowl, has it?
It's gone on the walls.
It's gone on the walls, yeah.
It's gone.
What's
like
happened is there's been a bit
vertical.
There's been a bit of turbulence. He's fallen over. His ass is in the air.
Oh.
And he's pebble dashed the entire toilet cabin.
It defies everything. Defies gravity, and it defies like what the human body's capable of. Because I wonder how can you even make such a mess? What could you? Was he doing a handstand in there? Oh,
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. How does it even? How did it even get out there? And up the walls and stuff. And what was the decision? Who made that decision? Like, just can't.
What, to turn back?
Yeah, like obviously the pilot flew back. He's the captain is the one that makes that decision. But oh man, that entire process is just like completely alien to me. I just don't understand it at all. Something's gone wrong.
They would have had to do it. They would have had to take it back because the crabbing crew, they just scuttle sideways up and down the aisles. Drinks. It's because they said the cabin crew were unable to fix the problem, which meant I don't know. What would that mean? Because it couldn't have been blocked,
It must
surely,
have
unless
been.
it's
It
stuffed a
must
load
have.
of paper down
It
it.
must have been. He must have had a massive chocolate Yuletide log, like
I just keep it seasonal.
just poking out of the top.
It turned
Poking out
around
the
near
top.
Brussels and made its way back. So it didn't get very far. Brussels was that Belgium?
What? So it was from the UK?
Coming from the UK
Oh,
to
man.
Dubai.
No, that's really far. That's far. That's
What,
that's
Brussels?
that's 45 minutes an hour into a flight.
Right. But
So-
but
so-
you would have had more at the other end, like with that smell.
Yeah, from Belgium, you're looking at about 6 hours, 5 hours to get to Dubai.
I guess they just thought the cabin crew were like, I just want to serve like little bottles of whiskey to people.
Yeah.
I'm not signing up for this, isn't it?
Didn't
get,
sign
get
up
back,
for plunging my
get the
hand.
ground crew on with the old power hose,
That's bad.
deep clean.
That.
So that was.
Oh man! Imagine having that on your record.
Let's put it on you. Well, I don't suppose you would put it on your CV, but on your resume, yeah.
Would
That
you?
was me.
Would you end up getting a criminal record for that? Because you've diverted a flight, yeah.
Disruptive poo. I don't know. Is it like terror? You've caused terror. Is it like a form of terrorism? I don't know.
I think so. If you cause a plane to go and land in a different place to where it was supposed to land, I think that is
Vandalism?
vandalism, terrorism.
There'd be some kind of, unless there's no laws in the air, like in a boat. Sometimes you get,
Dirty protest.
yeah, you can do what you want on sea because there's no laws or something. So I've been told.
I think that's just nautical laws, mate. I don't think that's nautical.
Oh no, nautical but nice. So that was mine. That was whatever that was. What was it? Did I say
The
the
highlight of the year.
the disruptive
Most
poo of the year?
Fecal matter in a 747.
Liquid fecal excrement. Sounds a nice topic for you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
So-
music highlight of the year.
Music highlight of the year. This is it's quite a tough one. I don't think we can really talk that long about this. Like
I don't listen to any new music.
what you've gone back in time or something, mate.
Forget it, mate. Forget it. Stick to what you know. Once you get to my age, stick
Get
to
the
what you
farm
know.
on. Come on, stick a bit of the farm on. Get Prodigy on. Well, I got my album of the year. I'll just go straight in. Album of the
Go
year
on,
is a
then.
band called Boxed In, and you might like it if it's kind of like a kind of like it's got post rave kind of tendencies. So there's a lot of piano in it,
Right.
but it came out right at the start of the year, but still.
Like-
I was doing my end of year because normally at the end of the year I do a little CD and
Yeah.
have like some new music on it, and I still couldn't choose what my favourite track off the album is.
Really?
All killer,
No filler.
poly filler.
No
It was all
rectal fluid.
no
fecal
liquid
matter.
fecal excrement. But yeah, so I'd recommend that. I can't talk. I'm not great at talking about music. Like it's good. I like it.
Me
It's
neither.
got piano bits in it, and it's
Like piano
It's,
bits like Entrance.
no,
No?
it's uncomplicated music, but it's also got a kind of Manchester vibe about it as well.
Okay.
But it doesn't sound old. It doesn't sound like it's trying to be retro or trying to be like old school. But it's a very I don't know. Check it
Oh,
out.
Mate, it sounds like you just deflated that. No.
But so other music things this year that I went to and enjoyed.
No. Come on.
Go on. What's yours?
No,
Come on. then.
Go on.
What's-
Go on. Tell me.
Well, I went to the Goldie 25-year anniversary gig, which of the Timeless album.
Right.
The after party. I didn't go to the actual main thing because he did it all with the orchestra, and I'm like, not really that interested, mate. To
Yeah.
be honest, sounds a bit worthy. Just
Shoulders.
I was quite happy with how it sounded.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that was good. But also in Bristol, I went to see the Dancing Cranes, which was actual cranes.
Right. What
And it was meant to be no, like down by the water, they've got some old where it used to be like a proper working dock. They've got
yeah.
like, and they just move. You know what cranes do? They're not.
Yeah.
They're on runners. They're not got wheel. They can go up and down, and they can swing a bit and that.
Yeah.
But it was like they build it as like a spectacular, and it was like see the cranes come to life in this. It was like an
Come to
artist.
life.
Yes, it did say. I'm sure it said like "come to life." Hang on a minute, I've got the actual thing here. Yeah, it does. See, the iconic cranes come to life in a one-off spectacular performance, stunning collaboration, lights, live music. So I was pretty pumped up for it. I was looking
Got any
forward to
glow
it.
sticks?
It didn't. It didn't really.
Didn't live up to the billing.
Really live up to the billing. Yeah, put it like that. It lived up to what I thought it was going to be like, which was like
crap.
Someone's put some lights on the cranes and they're just going to turn around to some music, and it was that. It was quite funny though. Everyone dispersed after like 3/4 of an hour, and it's like,
of course they did.
Went back to their lives, and
it just
the
sounds
dancing
like
cranes forgotten.
It sounds like an art student project.
Yeah,
That's
it was.
what that
It was
sounds
all right.
like.
I've never seen dancing cranes before.
No, and you never will again.
They weren't really dancing; they were just moving like cranes. They weren't dancing.
Yeah, they don't dance. They're not supposed to.
Just because there was music playing while they were moving, it's just like cranes moving while music is playing. That would have been. It's not as catchy, admittedly, when you're trying to sell these things.
Yeah, exactly. Weird. So
that's it.
Is that it? That's it.
I've got loads. I've had a good music. I've had a good year of music this year. Yeah, like seeing a lot of music, and I've got some good music. So, but like I say, I'm not great at talking about. It's such.
Neither am I, which is why I'm pretty surprised that you decided to put it on the agenda in the first place. I was like, what's this? I don't listen to any music. I'm gonna have to make something up.
So what have you got? Have you got anything or?
I've got, and I don't even know if it came out this year, but this is the first.
I got a little something for you.
Who's that? M&A. Yeah, that's what they were called, weren't it?
I don't know.
M&A. MN8. That's who that was. Anyway, Run the Jewels 2.
Oh, mate, yeah, Run the Jewels, yeah.
Was that out this year?
I think so. I know their concept album was out, that Meow the Jewels.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, all of that music sort of fits the cat. Like, I can imagine, like, the scratching, obviously. But I can imagine it. So I listened to the concept album afterwards. Like, what is it called? Meow the Jewels.
Meow the Jewels, which is I'm sure they could have come up with a better pun than that.
You come up with one now. You do it. You come up with something better.
I don't want to.
Unless
someone's paying me, I'm not.
He's bowled it. Look. So yeah, I'd not heard that before, and to be honest, like I've been listening to rap in the good old days of like the
golden years, mate.
Yeah, early 90s, all the way through when Puff Daddy, Notorious B.I.G.,
Sugar Puff Daddy, yeah.
Snoop Doggy Dogg, Tupac, all your favourites basically. I don't know why I said Puff Daddy first. He was shite, but like, and I've been sort of wanting something similar to that for a long time, and I tried listening to Lil Wayne, and I can get on with him for about half an album's worth, but he's not very good at rapping, or he's not very good at rhyming. He's not very good.
I tell you what, I've not listened to, other than seeing live hip hop, because I saw Black Alicious and Jungle Brothers and De La Soul and that this year. Other than live stuff,
Jungle Brothers aren't rap though; they're jungle, right?
But the only hip hop I've really bought this year has been Young Fathers.
Still buying music.
Get
on
vinyls.
Spotify, mate. Get on
Buying
Spotify.
vinyls, mate.
Kill the music industry off. Get on Spotify, mate.
I'm always buying the vinyls, mate. Young Fathers, but they get classified as like hip hop, but I don't think they are. There's something else.
Never heard of them.
They won the Mercury Prize not this year, the year before.
Right, okay. I've
They're
never
from
heard of them.
Edinburgh, I think. Yeah, they're weird. They're weird. It's like slightly kind of really interesting. Really interesting. Like I say, it's hard to pigeonhole them.
Yeah, I'm not very good at talking about music either.
I saw their performance at Glastonbury, and it was like on the telly. Mind, I didn't go. I didn't fucking go. With all the hedge monkeys.
Those scumbags.
Yeah, no, it's great. Like out there, they're kind of out there, but whatever. Let's stop talking.
They're out there, but they're in there.
They're not out there. Hey, yeah.
No, that's Outcast, mate.
Oh shit.
Yeah, come on, man. Do you want to give us some more of the listeners' highlights of the year? Because we're on to ours in a second.
Yeah, we're right. So what we got there? So where did I get to? So Fergs,
Yep.
or Fergzilla. He says, to my surprise, Life is Strange blew Bloodborne, Fallout, and MGS out of the water for me. Truly a work of art. Now, all I know about Life is Strange is I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. Man, we're
Do you know
so
it?
out of touch with games.
We are like
We don't even know what we're talking about.
we are the dads of the games industry now. What are you
Gaming
talking
dads.
about? No, it's so out of touch. I'll tell you what, I felt out of touch the other day. The kids, no, it wasn't the kids. I was in a conversation with someone, and the term Netflix and chill came up, and I was like, what you talking about? And I had no idea. It meant something sexy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Come on, Grandad.
I'm like, I like relaxing to Netflix.
Yeah.
So,
Netflix and chill.
yeah, that's what I do. I do that. I watch Netflix.
Really?
Yeah.
We don't need to get into that. Not
But not with anything else going on. Honestly, kids today. Mike, or Rampage 198 says his best thing of 2015 is The Witcher 3 and Fallout 4. Seen Witcher 3's got quite a lot of plaudits.
It did. Although a lot of the games industry folk that I follow said that something like Bloodborne should have won but never would have won.
Why would it
just,
not?
Just because it's not as mass market.
Right. Yeah. Witcher 3, I know it had beards. You could grow a beard in Witcher 3, I think, like real-time beard growth.
I'm not sure it was real time. I think you could select a beard in the same way that you could in GTA Online.
Same way you can select a hat.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you could grow a beard. I'm sure his beard grew.
Why is that, mate?
Sure, I've read something like cats could open doors as well. Maybe that's in my...
That's another fevered dream.
Sounds
The
great,
cats are at the doors.
Right, next one, Rob. This is Rob, or Bertie_D. Metal Gear Solid 5, the story is a bit bobbins, but gameplay is superb. Right. Just wish they could cut out the filler and put in the missing missions. Again, I don't know anything about that.
No, I've got it. I'm off next week, so I might have a little go on it. But yeah, again,
it'd be too long.
Yeah,
take too long.
It will be. I have found that the older that I've got, or the more time poor that I am, like the less that I can be asked to put a game on these days. It's horrible, horrible. Maybe we need to get back into it so that we know what our fans are listening to, what our fans are playing, and what they want to hear about.
Yeah, there's nothing really that like Metal Gear's since the PS1 Metal Gear. I haven't been interested in Metal Gear really. Like it just seems like it's too much lore. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, I can't be asked with that.
I don't even think it all makes sense.
It doesn't.
No. What's the other one? Have you got another one there? Last one.
Well, on that, we could talk a bit about Kojima, I suppose, as well, because he's been all funny business.
Is that one of your highlights of the year? Him getting turfed out of Konami. Get out.
I realised I do know something that has been happening fairly recently about video games.
About games. Grandad's showing he's still in touch. Everyone.
Netflix and chill, kids. Come to mine.
No, you can't. Come on. You can't say that to children.
Yeah. So, do you want to hear about Kojima?
I know all about it.
What, should we talk about it or not?
No, not really.
Right, Robert
Time's
Hughes.
gone.
Robert Hughes, aka Rob LCFC84. Oh, I wonder if that LCFC stands for Leicester City.
Probably.
If it does,
I can't think of any other LCs.
There was a guy actually crying on Five Live this weekend. Some Leicester City fan
talking to Robbie Savage, was he?
I don't know. I heard the clip, and he was talking, saying how his dad had told him to stick with Leicester City and that, and it'd all come good. And he was like in tears.
That's a beautiful story.
That's great. Anyway, so Robert Hughes says best of 2015. This was pretty special. Hand job cabin.
You what, mate?
See that? I had to look. I hadn't heard of this until he sent it through, and it's like a trailer for a film that doesn't exist. They just made a trailer, and it's like follows all the classic kind of cabin in the woods, Evil Dead, kind of people go to a cabin in the woods, and there's an evil spirit there. But the evil spirit in this particular cabin, it's like check it out on YouTube.
I think I know where this is going.
You can imagine Netflix and chill, kids. Netflix and chill, cabin in the woods. So that was good. Thanks for drawing our attention to that, Robert Hughes, because I hadn't really heard of it, but I have now.
Can't look at that out here, me.
Oh yeah,
No.
right up in the old.
All my favourite sites have
been blocked. Yeah. Hey, the internet don't work out here.
Ringing up a service provider. Yeah, all my favourite sites aren't working. All my bookmarks. 200 bookmarks, none of them work. Second highlight of the year then.
Of our own thing of the year.
Yeah. Shall I do mine? Mine was the discovery of a new type of bird that I didn't even know existed.
Oh, this is funny. Go on, please continue. Continue, my learned friend.
So sat having a coffee, looking out onto the balcony, and we
Is
often
it?
Yeah, in Dubai, we often get like little sparrows and stuff landing on the railing.
And the sparrows over there, same as over here.
Exactly the same, mate.
Cool.
Except bit more tanned.
Got a hump on the back.
Yeah, got a hump.
Fat.
Yeah.
Fatty hump.
And this bird landed on the railing, and I was like I only caught it out the corner of my eye. I was like, what? Like, it looked really strange, and it flew off again. And I was like, oh, it must have been, I don't know what the hell it was. So I took Eric out a little bit later on.
To catch it,
went out there, big net.
Get it!
And he does actually chase him. But we went out there, he was walking around the grassy bits, and there's this little tiny bird. It's like no bigger than it's much smaller than a pigeon. Like, really small it was. Really long beak, like long and thin.
Yeah.
And then like it had its, it was like it just looked like it was like a strange sort of a weird sort of build. Is it a bill? Beak? Weird beaked bird. But the great thing about it was that when it becomes alert or something, like it has this mohican that comes up, this mohawk that like just pops up out of the top of its head. It's called a hoopoe.
A hoopoe? I've seen one of them.
Hoopoe. I'd never even heard of them before. You see them like digging in the dirt to get ants out and stuff.
They're interesting looking birds. I saw one I think I saw one in Mallorca, you know.
Really?
Yeah, saw one in Mallorca. It was somewhere like that. Yeah, they're funny looking birds.
Yeah, they are. They're really interesting, and they're really brave as well, because like Eric can get like really close to them before they'll fly off, and like he won't like he's not trying to bite them or anything. He's just trying to play with them, but they don't understand.
Yeah, whatever.
They don't understand.
I just want to Netflix and chill with it.
And it's my walk off.
Yeah, have that away. Getting hoo-poo.
So yeah, the
who's your daddy, baby?
So yeah, the hoopoe.
Yeah, good one.
Good.
Well, my thing of the year now. Funnily, Nathan.
Yes.
We've great minds think alike and all that. My second thing of the year is cutest animal I never even knew existed and is almost extinct of the year.
Oh, come on.
And this is the magic rabbit. It's known as
the magic rabbit.
Because I love magic. It's not like a magic rabbit like
out
lives inside a top hat.
Not like the one out of your uncle's hat.
Lives in Paul Daniels' cave. Yeah.
There's no skin on it.
It's called an Elapica.
All right.
Elapica, which sounds quite nice anyway.
It sounds like a Pokemon, is what it sounds like.
It looks cuter than a Pokemon. It's a type of rabbit. Its ears aren't as long.
Yeah.
And it lives in this one place in China. And it was discovered, and I'd never seen it before. It was discovered in the 80s, 83. Some guy found it.
83?
1983,
Bloody
not
hell.
18. So it's quite a rare,
well, it's quite a recent thing, yeah.
Exactly, recent thing, and it's only tiny. I think it's like 8 inches, 8 inches from nose to tail.
Right.
It is. But they reckon there's less than 1,000 of them left now.
Oh, what? So they're not breeding like rabbits then?
No.
No Netflix and chill for those rabbits.
Yeah, the magic rabbit. But they are the cutest things ever. and I was doing a bit of research earlier. Well, I say research. I was looking at pictures of them.
Yeah. Flicking between that and some
And I
grot.
I looked at the comments underneath, and one of them said, "Oh, someone should catch these and bring them in the US and have them breed like rabbits and sell them for pets." So, hey, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were they're the cutest little things, and I hope they survive. So
That's a weird little highlight of the year, isn't it? That we've both had an animal highlight.
an animal that neither of us were previously had hitherto unbeen aware of. Hitherto unbeen aware of.
That's very strange. That's very strange.
These hobgoblins are kicking in, mate.
Obbers.
I'm about to start on the second hobgoblin, which is a king goblin I've never had before. 6.6%.
King goblin sounds like something that you'd have to sort of add a buff to before you take him on in a Final Fantasy game or Dragon Quest.
Attack the weak spot. Goblin approaches.
I'm just drinking water because I don't have a license to drink alcohol in my house yet.
Serious? Mm-hmm. You would know, mate. I won't tell anyone.
No.
Hello, Dubai Embassy.
Yeah. He's drinking again.
Serious? You gotta get licensed.
Yeah, serious. Not Syria. Serious. And it's and I have to drink bottles of water as well. You can't drink the water over here.
I bet.
No drainage system. No drainage system anyway. If it rains here, flooded everywhere.
Where's all that plastic waste?
It's alright, mate. They make skyscrapers out of it.
I'll tell you what, I think that's something I watched this year. I think it was the Bear Grylls Island thing.
Oh, yeah.
You see that? And you see the amount of stuff that washes up on those islands?
No, but I've seen that there's something the size of, it's something daft, like it's the size of Mexico. Big plastic rubbish thing that's out in the sea, yeah, that's out in is it the Atlantic? Yeah, I think it's in the Atlantic. It's just floating about, covered in seagulls, like.
Yeah, weirdly, it's all the things they kind of found on the shore helped them sort of survive and make things. They made use of it, but, they couldn't make use of all of it. But...
Like wombles.
Yeah, they were a bit like wombles. But they weren't
contemporary.
Not as plump as wombles. They're all a bit thinner. That was a good TV show. Was that this year?
Wombles? No. No.
That was in 1984.
Late 70s, early 80s, that, mate.
They did bring it back, didn't they? They had like Rasta Womble and stuff, didn't they?
No, that was Rasta Mouse.
No, there was a Rasta Womble.
Racist,
they did it.
That's racist.
They went there, mate.
Racists. Unbelievable.
Dreadlock Womble.
Shocking. Anyway, on to familiar ground here, mate.
Where are we now?
Talking about Game of the Year.
Game of the Year!
I feel about as comfortable talking about games these days as I do about music, so this should be interesting.
Where you go first?
Do you want me to go? No, I went first with the Hoppo. Hoppo.
I always call them Hoopos.
Hoopo. Yeah, it is Hoopo.
Hippo? You're talking about Hippo?
Yeah.
I would be amazed if a hippo landed on my balcony. Get it!
Just knock the whole thing down.
They're dangerous hippos, aren't they? They kill a lot of people every year.
They do. They kill more than sharks.
Oh, I'd hate to be eaten by a hippo. Can you imagine that?
I just made that up, but it could be a fact that's true, couldn't it?
No, it is true. It is true.
What, killed more than sharks?
If you do a Google image search for deadliest animals, a hippo is...
Mosquito first, isn't it?
Google man is first, I believe.
Man.
Deadliest man.
Just American man.
Here is man in his habitat.
Here is American gun-toting man.
Deadly man. Here it is. I've got it right here. World's deadliest animals. 10 shark. That's how many sharks kill a year.
Yeah.
Wolf is 10. A lion is 100.
100?
Elephant is next with 100.
Yeah.
Hippo is next with 500.
Yeah.
Then crocodile, who I was saying before.
Yeah, so you've got your facts wrong. They kill millions.
1,000.
Yeah.
And the next one is tapeworm. 2,000.
Tapeworm?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen one of those being removed? I've seen that on a...
Oh, yeah, I love all that.
Yeah, I do as well. It's weird, isn't it? or like botflies living under the skin. You've seen that? When they get removed and there's like big like maggots under the arm.
That's horrible.
Under the skin like.
And then, anyway, well, this isn't right. I've gone wrong here. There's a freshwater snail, 10,000.
What?
Number of people killed by animals per year. Freshwater snail, 10,000.
Are you on
I've been led up the garden path here.
Are you on the Onion?
No, this is it. This is the one. Human is 475,000, and mosquitoes are 725,000. Yeah.
Mozzers.
Dogs with rabies. The freshwater snail, they give people schistosmiosis.
So this is game of the year, yeah?
Yeah. Tsetse fly, sleeping sickness, 10,000. Snakes kill 50,000 people a year. I'm never.
And on that snake segue into MGS5 being your game of the year? No. Go on. What's been your game of the year then, mate?
Right. Well, I got two.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So Bloodborne, which I said before, because it's probably one of the only games I've played this year. I think if there was a game that I wanted to play that I felt like interested me enough, like I would have played it. But Bloodborne did interest me. I really liked the look of the world, and it did pay off. It was great. It was a great world to go and adventure in.
Yeah.
Have some good times.
Yeah.
And
I'm playing that at the moment.
How are you getting on with it?
I feel like I've barely scratched the surface.
Like making love.
And basically, I haven't got anywhere. So you know the first bit that you start out at,
and you keep going over and over.
Yeah, and I just keep like collecting souls and then going buying the best gear.
Yeah,
and then like not daring to go and fight anything else because I don't want to die.
It's that you get to the bit. There's a bonfire and there's like they're burning someone. All the villagers are.
Yeah.
That bit. To get past that bit took me ages.
That's pretty much where I am now. But I've just got past it, and it is a game that yes I do want to play. I never really got into Dark Souls, but I do want to play this. But at the same time, I feel like I don't know what I'm doing, like massively. And I don't like feeling like that when I'm playing games because I sort of think like after all these years playing games, I should have at least some sort of basic skill that allows me to get past the first sort of half an hour with ease. Yeah. And this ain't like that. No,
it is a bit of a shock to the old system.
What advice would you give me?
Just keep playing.
Don't die.
It will cut. It'll click. Don't forget you can run as well. You can always run past things, and they won't always follow you. You know.
Oh really?
I mean, yeah, you can running is a good option for sure.
Okay.
But picking stuff off, like in that village bit, I just used to go like pick them off, leg it, go back, get a couple more to follow me, and then I'd pick them off. It's just getting used to the combat, really. But once you're there, there'll be a moment, and you'll get hit the first like big boss, the Blood Cleric or something he's called. And that's hard. But then once you get past that, you'll get the flow of it. Or maybe you won't. I don't know. Get the vibe, mate. Chilled out.
Get that vibe. So go on. What was your favourite then? If it wasn't Bloodborne.
So Bloodborne, but they're equal because the game I've definitely played the most this year has been Geometry Wars 3: Dimensions Evolve.
Geometry Wars. I never played that. Never played
on the Vita.
Never
it's a
played
freebie
it
on PS Plus. Freebie.
Don't get anything out here, mate.
No PS Plus anymore.
I do, yeah. I've got my PS Vita, not even switched it on. Xbox One's in the cupboard as well. Not switched on.
But yeah, Geometry Wars 3, just play that loads. Just played it loads. It's it just kept on giving. Just really got into like trying to get what do you call it? High scores.
Yeah. Good.
What do you call it?
What do you call it? Oh yeah, when you get the score that's high.
Yeah, that technical term. What is it? Oh, it always evades me that.
Yeah. But it sounds like the type of game that is definitely the wrong type of game for me to play because I get caught up in those. Let's have another go. Let's have another go. Let's have another go. Like
it's not too much like that.
Lumines, whatever you want to call it. That's one. Peggle again. That's another one. Just playing it over and over again just to get like the top scores to the point where I'm like feeling a bit sick after playing it. Lumines. Oh, I had to delete that off the Vita. Just doing me head in. Yeah,
it's not so much like that compulsive like Trials kind of one more go. It's not like that I'd say, but it's more. I can't remember what this bloody. I've played it so much, and I still can't remember what the bloody system is in it. like gold, silver, bronze type
Yeah.
affair. But trying to get the top one on that on each of the things.
Yeah.
I was really looking to try and go through because I started on the wow, some kind of motorized cow just went past the window. Because I ended up doing quite well, and I think maybe there's not many people playing on the Vita because for some of the scores, I'm like in the top 10 in the world.
Yes, mate.
In the world, the universe, if you like.
There's only 12 people that have got a Vita.
Got a Vita.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, I've really enjoyed that.
Sorry, slight segue, but I saw some people saying that it was the death of handheld gaming this year.
What, Vita?
No, just in general, like handheld gaming just on the wane. Like 3DS, Vita. I mean, no one's making games for Vita anymore, right? Apart from Sony.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. I have no idea.
I think the death knell will be when Mario goes onto iPhone.
Well, the last game I got for the kids on the 3DS was last Christmas. Funny, last Christmas I gave you Animal Crossing.
Didn't even know one made one.
Animal Crossing. That's the last thing I got on the 3DS. Nothing since all year.
Wambola.
Wham, bam, damalemelingo. So that's my games of the year, really. G Wars 3, Dim Ev. I like to shorten that down to.
Yeah.
G War 3, Dim Ev, and Bloodborne.
Yeah. Well, I've played. I think Bloodborne is probably going to be like after next week. Ask me next week, and it'll probably be my number one game. Finished Batman. I think I mentioned this last time on the last podcast.
Platform bits with the car.
It's weird. It's
you
weird.
Can't do that.
Didn't really enjoy it that much.
You can't platform in a car.
I felt like I was playing it just to get through it. I hate it when a game does that. It's like you just want to get to the end. Just want to see the ending. And do you know what? I didn't finish it complete because when you complete the game, there's that like now do all of the shit missions that you've been avoiding for the past 15 hours. And then you'll get the proper ending. I just watched it on YouTube. Never done that before. Never done it before. And I just thought, forget it. Let's have a look. There we go. Yeah, definitely glad I didn't try and do all those frigging stupid things for it.
Saved yourself some time, mate.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's not a controversial one. It's quite an obvious one. But I've gone for The Witcher 3.
Controversial, obvious.
Controversial. And I was playing that for about. I've still not finished it. Must put about 30 hours into it. The combat is compared to it's rubbish compared to like Batman. You know, like the sort of timings and things like that. It's not great. Like, and it's pretty shonky. Like, but
is it like Bethesda combat, like Elder Scrolls style?
No, it's slightly better than that.
Right,
slightly better. Because The Witcher, it's third person, not first. The Witcher. You know that? Yeah. You with me?
You could do, you could do third and first in Bethesda.
Oh yeah. No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah, I know what you mean. But it's like the story's quite decent. I think like I've never really wanted to play a game and be like, oh yes, here we go. What is going to happen in the next part of the story? Tell me the story. Play that to me.
What about now, dear?
Yes. So, like, one of the missions has you killing, I think it's called a botchling, and it's horrible, but the story sort of stayed with me like no other sort of narrative in any game. Right. It's only like a small mission, and it's horrible because it's the Red Baron, Bloody Baron, or something like that. I can't remember what his name is, but he's like an arsehole who's like been awful to his wife and kid.
They always are barons.
And like his wife had like a miscarriage, I think, and they had to bury it, and then they buried it, and it was like the soul of it hadn't left yet. It wasn't peaceful and all this. You had to like get some like wizardy shit going on and like resurrect it.
Wizard shit.
Like basically exhuming the body of it as well, like digging it back up, and it's like it's horrible because it's like crawling and it's like a baby, but it's like big eyes all over. It's just horrible. But like the sort of the voice acting like is quite believable because like the Baron's having to carry it, and you know he's like quite upset about having to do all of this while you like kill 20 frigging enemies that are around you, which sort of takes you out of it. But like it stuck with me, and that's not the main reason why I like it. I just feel like The Witcher, the world is like it's quite a unique place to be, and it's the story and the missions all sort of make sense like as you move along. I've never really been into a beardy game, but this is one beard that I quite like.
Fiddling the old facial growth. So is it more than just like your average sort of fantasy world then, is it, you say?
I wouldn't say it's any more, but it's just a good fantasy world. And like for me, as a person that doesn't usually get into games like this, it grabbed me by the old short and curlies. And yeah, I basically need to go back and play it. I was gonna say a late entry. Well, a sort of he's gone in late.
Oh no!
Oh no! a late entry could have been, but I haven't played enough of it. Rocket League, I quite liked that.
Oh right, yeah, the football car thing.
Yeah, from what I played of it, I really enjoyed it, but I only had like about 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, it's massive. It's big. Yeah. People are like banging to that.
They made like, is it $50 million off it?
At least 500 million.
Indie dev.
Because it's been massive on. It's been massive. It was massive, and then they did it on. Was it PC first? Shit, I've entered into a conversation. I don't have facts. I don't have the fact. Oh my god! I don't have facts to back any of it up.
Quick, eject.
I'm sure it's massive on PC, and then they did because they brought it out on PS Plus, didn't they? For now.
Yeah.
It's like play it, man.
But who knows? Who
knows? Me.
So Witcher 3 was my favourite.
Right, so that's it.
So what is it now? What is it now?
We could do some more listener things if you like.
Yeah, do some more listener things, and then I reckon we just wrap it up after that.
What are you talking about? We got movies of the year. That's the biggest one.
Go on then. Come on.
Hang on.
I like to hear.
Oh, come on. I've got to get through this. Right, Bamford 38 said, bestest moment of this year and possibly all time was the discovery that if you get chips and curry sauce from the chippy, create chip butties with tomato sauce on them, and then proceed to dip them in the curry sauce, it's a taste sensation unlike anything else.
Well, I imagine it's like chips and curry in a roll with tomato sauce.
I think when you're pissed, like anything's a taste sensation, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
As long as it's food in your belly.
It is.
I like this guy's name, Donkey Oti, as in like he's donkey, so like Don Quixote.
But he likes oats.
And he's a donkey.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
Again, food. Best food of 2015. I was over in that Birmingham NEC a while back, and what did I spy but a fella selling Cornish pasties?
Whoa.
Hi, mate, Dad.
Was it you?
Yeah. Pasty! Making some money as a moonlighting
pasty man.
Pasty salesman. What are you selling? What are you buying? Pasties, my love. Being from Ireland and living on potatoes, I obviously he wrote it like that. That's not me being racist. I just want to click it up just in case you try and freaking smear my name. I obviously had never sampled this delicacy, and the only person I ever heard talking about them was Matt Cundy himself, the old bugger. Blow me down, what a taste explosion.
He's never heard of Cornish pasties before.
Spread the word, mate.
What?
You just don't know.
I mean, I was from the north, and that's still got Cornish pasties up there.
Yeah, but I feel like maybe I should be like a pasty missionary. Go to the furthest reaches of the planet and like spread the word.
I'd love a Cornish pasty right now. They don't sell them here. Get over here. Dubai pasties. Dubai pasties.
Dubai. Yeah.
Get over here, mate.
They are great.
Make a killing.
I don't want to kill anyone.
All right, just make pasties then.
Just make pasties. I don't know how to make. I've never made one. I should make one, really.
Never made one? Call yourself a Cornish?
my old gran used to make them for me. Oh, Granny Cundy. Lovely they were. Bit of clot of cream.
Cotton cream on a Cornish pasty. You've gone wrong.
Big time, mate. In them. Never mind on them. In them. Gaming matey on the phone, no less. That's a funny old name. He missed the point a bit of what his best thing was. He just asked questions, but we'll go with it.
Yeah, go on.
Quick answers. Will you ever buy a new games console?
Ever?
Quick answers. Yeah, ever.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
PlayStation 5.
I bought a PS4, so who knows?
Yeah.
Will you ever write for a gaming magazine or website again? Never say never. I'll never say never.
No. No.
Well, maybe I'll do a column about, not
Never on a magazine
anymore.
Never a magazine. No. Dead.
Website maybe.
Dead.
What back print?
Yeah.
What's your favourite Christmas movie?
I can't answer that because I need to use that for my thing in a minute.
All right, mine would either be Elf or It's a Wonderful Life.
Die Hard.
Or Home Alone.
Die Hard.
Yeah, Gremlins. Die Hard. Yeah, I nearly watched that the other day. Actually, it was on. I saw that was on PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
I thought, ooh, seen that. So, favorite Christmas song? Oh my God.
Fairy Tale in New York.
What's that?
Something.
Jonah Lomi.
Stop the cavalry.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is. I'm just saying the first Christmas song that came in your head.
Yeah.
A gift you received as a kid or a teenager, Christmas gift. What's your best Christmas?
A BMX that got stolen about 3 weeks later.
The pain. Mine's probably a train set. Like that's the only time I've ever been like, properly
generic,
like
made up story.
never got anything. Hoop and a stick and a lump of coal. We'd be grateful for it too. If you had to choose one game that reminded you of Christmas or the Christmas feeling, what is it?
Bully.
Call of Duty, I'll say. Just because it's the first thing that come in my head. It's not really what I think, but.
I've misinterpreted the question, but the best.
Bully.
The best like representation of Christmas was in Bully, I think.
Oh right, okay, with you.
Yeah.
Right, so the film that best captured the Christmas vibe.
But the game that probably reminds me of Christmas is probably Streets of Rage.
Leisure Suit Larry for me.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Dirty.
I got two more to read, but we'll save them for in a bit. Right, quick, come on.
What are we doing?
Right,
is it
so
highlight? Do we do a highlight as well? Have we got a third highlight?
We've got one more to go. Should we let's get movie of the year out of the way?
All right, go on then. Movie of the year. No,
so
what? As I've said before.
Yeah, you've not watched anything.
I haven't watched any movies.
Nothing.
But 2 days ago, after you sent the agenda,
yeah, you watched something.
I watched Home Alone. And
is that your best movie of 2015?
Yes. Yeah, I don't go to the cinema. I don't watch films.
I watched Home Alone again the other day.
I'm the Michael Owen of the podcasting world. Because you know Michael Owen has only ever watched 2 movies in his life.
Get out.
That's what he says.
What is he? Where's he living?
I think one of them was Cool Runnings.
I bet he's seen Escape to Victory, and I bet he's seen some other film about
football film.
He's probably watched that FIFA one that they spent
Millions
£300 million making, and only 4 people want to see it. He was probably one of them. Ass kisser.
Yeah. Possibly.
So you haven't seen Jurassic World?
Nope.
Mate, you haven't seen Spectre?
I haven't seen anything.
Mad Max Fury Road?
I've not been to the cinema all year.
Avengers. I'm just going to keep saying films until I come to
hang on. Did I watch one on the plane?
Avengers Age of Ultron?
No, I had a sleep.
Imagine how much time Michael Owen's been on a plane and he's just showing off. He's just trying to be a big man.
He's never watched them. He's always been asleep like me.
I don't watch films. Waste of my time.
I can imagine Michael Owen just watching highlight reels of his goals. That's all he ever watches.
Michael Owen's magical moments.
Yeah.
6. Look at the goal I scored against Scunthorpe United.
You can imagine him doing that. A boring get.
He's not very. He's like the Gary Barlow, isn't he? Remember Gary Barlow? Take that. He's always boring. But I bet he's only seen.
He's a tax dodging Tory, isn't he, Gary Barlow?
Panto villain.
Boo.
So you haven't seen any of them. My film of the year is Ex Machina, just to cut to the chase.
Is that the robot lady one?
Come on. Come on, Mark Commode. Hit me with your film knowledge. What have you been seeing at the moving pictures sphere? The pianist was excellent.
Is it not? Is that
it is the one.
The robot lady, yeah.
The robot lady, yeah. Right. She's like the AI machine made by like I think he's called Nathan, actually, the guy in the film. Nathan. He's like the villain of the piece.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
Because he makes a woman and he does wrong things with her.
Oh.
But that's what I like about it. Not that
that bit.
But it's all very like rotten. If you could make something like that, it's kind of like how
you would abuse it.
How people made the internet. It's like I can do all these brilliant things, but porn is the
do
rising
sexy stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like all these great things humans can make, and somehow people manage to turn them into awful shit that's going to kill us faster or make us into worst human beings.
Hasn't David Cage announced a game that's along these similar lines?
Well, no, he had that. He had the little trailer thing, didn't he? For the
is it called
what was
Detroit?
It called? I don't know. Is it? Because can you remember he did that?
No. So it's an extension of that at the Sony PlayStation experience, which was on recently. See, I'm still in touch with games. I'm still in touch with him, really. He announced. I think it was Detroit. Let me check.
Because that looked infinitely more interesting than the game they did end up putting out, the Beyond Two Souls.
But that wasn't for Beyond. It wasn't.
Yeah, he just did a short, didn't he? Just to show what the technology was like that they were using, and it was like some AI woman being turned on, and then she had like some existential crisis because she's just a robot, and then she gets turned off. It's an extension of that, I think, and it's called the girl that's in it, or the robot lady, is a spitting image of Jennifer Lawrence with short hair, like. Okay, because the one in the last game was a spitting image of.
No, it was actually her.
It wasn't actually her, though, was it?
Yeah.
I thought there was someone. Oh, I'm getting.
No, you're thinking of The Last of Us.
Big time, mate. You've got it.
Yeah.
If I had my bell, I'd ring it. Ding, ding, ding.
I missed the bell.
Mr. Bell.
Saved by the bell.
But yeah, Ex Machina for me, easily, because I loved it. It was fairly uncomplicated, but it did throw up a lot of, I like to come out of the cinema and have things to talk about.
Yeah. Have you not seen Star Wars, then?
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me about it. I'm going to go and watch it, maybe.
Oh, mate, I've got... No, I wouldn't say anything about it. But I went to see it. I wasn't bothered about it, and then I was like, oh, shit, I should go and watch this tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that's the best
So that's what I did. Yeah, I went to see it at 9 in the morning because I thought otherwise someone's going to spoil anything that might happen in it. Exactly. So I went to watch it. But Ex Machina is it's closely followed by Mad Max Fury Road, which I thought was brilliant.
Again, not seeing that.
Mate,
I need to just watch some films like.
Mad Max is just, you get films that are just like action.
Yeah.
They start
all it is.
Action, and it's so good.
Stuff.
I'll
have to give it a watch. Are we on to another highlight, or is that it now?
Yeah, let's do it, because you ain't got nothing for this film. You've got bloody Home Alone, mate.
That's it. That's all I had. That's all I had. Oh, well.
Yeah, what's your final thing? Or should we do the last couple of...
Yeah, let's do the last ones from the listeners.
Okay, right, let's rattle through this. I suppose it doesn't matter how long we go on for, because as you pointed out the other day, people can always stop it and just play it again.
Just turn it off. If they're still listening now and they've got this far through it, congratulations.
Yeah, achievement unlocked.
Yeah. Because I'd have switched off long before now.
I have switched off, mate.
Yeah.
This is King Goblin talking now. King Knob Goblin. Email Alistair Militer. Alistair Militer. Men, it's pull it in. Pull it in. Glad to have you back on the podcast airwaves, he said. So he gives us a bit of a rundown of his year. What happened in 2015? Getting a boyfriend was all right. Getting into a master's course at uni was all right. To be honest, the best thing about 2015 was The Witcher 3. So, similar to you there, Nate. Oh, and getting off my arse and going to the gym was all right. I know you like doing that, mate.
Stopped all
though
that,
I'm still... I'm still waiting for the Dwayne Johnson style focus mindset to kick in.
It's coming.
What is the Dwayne Johnson focus mindset? I'm out the loop on this.
He shouts at people like when he's in the gym. He like takes videos of himself on Instagram, and he's like stops halfway through a set and just shouts, "Focus, focus!" Like he knows it's all like him taking the piss and stuff. But yeah.
See, I saw him. He was in an alright film this year.
Do you know what's a highlight of the year? Discovering that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is a great guy.
What, have you met him?
I've not met him, no, but like
is he in your house now?
His online persona and everything else that he does is like a man that is still humble, like world-renowned superstar, but is still humble and still does the little things. Like there was some kids that lived down his street. He was driving to the gym the other day. I think this was last year actually. He reposted it. He's like coming back down the road, and then he made signs, please stop, and he went over and like got his picture taken with him. And he does stuff like that all the time, and like he managed to knock off someone's wing mirror as he was driving down the street, and he went like knocked on the door and said, "Oh, you know, I've just done this. Can I pay for it? I'm really sorry." And the guy was like, "You're The Rock, right?" And he's like,
"It's a freaking Rock, man!"
He's like, and he goes, "Yeah." And he went, "Oh, of course, I'm not going to take any money off you. No way." And like got his picture taken with him, and he just like seems like a nice guy. And a really sad story. This is turning into the Rock podcast, but he bought two little puppies. He got two little puppies.
Put them in a bag with some rocks.
One of them almost drowned. Like, and was it two of them? I think he had to dive into a swimming pool and rescue both of them.
He shouldn't be allowed to have dogs, is what you're saying.
Exactly. And then one of the little, I think they're little French bulldogs. One of them ate some mushrooms and died.
And magic ones, like
yeah,
got him off a magic rabbit.
He got him off a magic rabbit, but the magic rabbit stitched him up because it killed the dog.
Oh, that is sick.
Yeah, and he had a little picture of him like holding this little dog like while he was in the vets, like.
What, the dead one?
Yeah, like before
like having a selfie with it
before they put it down. Yeah,
Weekend at Bernie's style.
Holding its paws up,
taking it for a walk, taking the dog for a drag.
Come on, mate, come on.
This walk's turning into a drag. So that was that. So Dwayne Johnson, all round nice guy.
Yeah,
and
that's a highlight.
So Pull It In was having a good. He sounds like he's had a good year. Then he says
he's had a top one.
He just finishes there. This isn't really best of 2015 list, more of a what I've been up to list. But it's been so long without your sonorous tones in my ears. And I just wanted to tell you everything. Welcome back, lads. Thank you, Pull It In.
Cheers.
That's
Cheers,
nice.
Man.
I'll tell you who we haven't heard from.
Pull It
In's made me think of It Hurts to Poop, actually.
Oh, where's he gone after? What's he called again? What's he called?
It Hurts to Poop.
No, his real name.
It was It Hurts to Poop. That was his real name.
Yeah.
By Deed Poll.
I thought I was friends
with
him.
No, we knew it.
I thought I was friends with him on...
I played with him on GTA.
Yeah, I thought I was friends with him on PlayStation. I've not seen him on it for ages. I hope everything's okay.
If you're out there, mate, drop us a line. Love to hear from you. Right, and the last one from the listeners.
Yeah.
So I had a bit of windy there, and I really had to hold it down. I really wanted to do a massive belch, but that wouldn't have been.
Barb. Save that for the end.
Yeah, it's gone. Tom Co. Hello, Nathan and Matthew. Thank you for returning to podcasts. I'm not saying my life was an empty void without your ramblings, but I'm also not saying it wasn't. My favourite thing of this year was Daredevil on Netflix, because apparently my life is boring and a show about a blind man punching people is all I have.
What?
Not us, Tom, so, you know. I did watch a bit of Daredevil.
Daredevil. I watched the first, half hour.
Oh, here we go, mister. I didn't watch anything. I haven't seen anything.
Tuned out. Done. Sod this.
Watch it.
Not got
Watching
time
the
for
hoopoo.
it.
Went hoopoo hunting with Eric. Come on, Eric, get it.
Get the hoopoos.
I'd also like to give my favourite animal experience to when a cat chased mine into the house, then decided he just wanted to chill on my windowsill for a while. I have a lot of time for that sort of mindset. Netflix and chill, you were going to say then, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
With a cat.
buddy.
Hey, cat, come in Netflix and chill.
He's got his claws in.
Look at his tail. It's gone big. Look at it. It's going like. So that's all the listeners. That's from the listeners.
I think it's best to end on the listeners, to be honest, because I've run out of things to say.
Come on, mate.
I have. Do you know what?
Do you know what?
Having looked back, because I've been forced to sort of like look back and review the year. Yeah. Like it's been manic. It's been all right. It's been manic. There's been like loads that I've had to do, like obviously like moving out here and everything. But
same, mate.
Like
same.
for those bits that you was asking me to fill in, like highlights and stuff like that, nothing, mate.
Empty, boys.
Empty.
Just work.
Yeah.
Work to keep working.
Just work.
Working hard to keep working hard.
Different land in marketing, brand communication.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't really,
No,
but I do.
no.
No, I do sort
Yeah,
of know it.
yeah.
You got around these things, but then I have got an awful memory. This is nothing different for me.
That is true.
But life changes.
It
doesn't
does.
You know?
It does. It's weird how things have changed.
It's just the message at the end of the podcast.
Yeah, it's Jerry Springer's message right at the end. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do them out here.
No.
Don't do anything out here.
Don't drink the water or nothing.
Don't drink the water, definitely not.
Don't chase the hoopoos.
You can chase the
Don't
hoopoos.
ride the camels.
Don't ride the camels.
You don't ride them. That is weird.
Forget that. Yeah, it's weird. But like I think we sort of danced around this last time, but we want to carry on doing a podcast. These like the first one was a pilot, but I don't know what it was a pilot for because it was never going to live in that structure. This one has just been another excuse for us to talk and do another podcast. Yeah. Which I've enjoyed. All 1 hour and 40 minutes of it. Woo!
It's a big one. It's an end of year
for Christmas,
special.
though. This for Christmas.
This is Christmas.
Should have said this at the beginning. But yeah, like I guess we'll work on some sort of format. I'm not sure what form it will take because I guess this is just two men literally having a Skype conversation and you're listening in. Maybe that's
what podcasts are, though,
yeah, I guess so. But then you listen to something like Serial.
Fuck that. That's not what we are, mate.
That's not what we are. What are we though?
Just two men talking. The podcast can be whatever they want, isn't it? Whatever you believe in.
Yeah. But maybe we should just have a subject that we talk around. I think that was discussed, wasn't it, previously?
We could talk about The Rock or something for an entire podcast.
Jesus. Yeah,
Imagine
probably
that.
could. Probably could. But
or you go and watch Star Wars and then we do an entire Star Wars podcast. Do you know anything about Star Wars?
Yeah.
You've watched the old films?
Yeah. And all of those. I've seen all of them.
Watch Star, we could do a movie, video games, and pop music special.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. We're not doing pop music. That was
we could do
and the movies.
We could do a Star Wars special, mate.
We could do, or we could just start playing games again.
I did used to be the editor of the Star Wars fan club.
Oh yeah, forgot about
that. I trimmed George Lucas's beard once.
In a previous life?
At the Lucas Ranch.
I've been to Skywalker Ranch.
I got trapped in the toilets there.
Oh yeah, you'd never
I
been.
couldn't get out.
You'd never been.
Stop exposing me as a fraud.
Stop lying.
There's a little Yoda outside that talks. It's got like an infrared detector on it, and when you walk past it, it says stuff like.
It doesn't. This is lies.
Strong with the Force,
This is lies. There is a bronze statue of Yoda there, though.
Whatever. Yoda soda.
Seen it, mate. Seen it.
Yoda soda. Have they ever made that? I'm just going to Google that.
Quick, Google it. Quick. We need the answer now.
Or
we could just leave it on that bombshell.
Yoda soda will be the next podcast.
People
not
just
really,
checking
not an
it
official one, mate.
No.
Get on that, Lucas. There's some kind of. Well, he's not in it anymore, is he, Lucas? He's out of it.
He's out of it. Forget him.
He's off his head.
He's doing Howard the Duck too. So for Christmas, you're off to Cape Verde.
Cape Verde, yeah, I'm packing. It's weird because in the UK And the United Klingon, it's properly miserable at the minute.
Right.
The rain, but it's warm. Like
Yeah.
it was 18 degrees in London the other day.
18.
Yeah, pavements was
And
melting.
who says that global warming isn't a thing?
Yeah, so it's been kind of weird. We've been like getting our shorts and, I've got my mankini ironed.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, oh God, look at it. It just feels weird. Do you know what I mean? The old banana hammock.
It's 11:15 now.
You should be in
at
bed,
night,
mate.
and it's 23 degrees here.
That's wrong.
That is wrong.
Right. It's 6:45 here, and it's dark.
Christmas Day, 28 degrees.
Shall I just have a look at what Cape Verde's work? Nah, I'm not going to look at that.
No, don't bother.
I'm doing it.
Anyway, once you're back off holiday, when are you back?
It's 25 degrees there now. What?
It's 25 degrees.
I'm flying back. I am flying back on on New Year's Day.
On New Year's Day.
Yeah, come on. New Year's Day.
Right. Okay, so the next podcast will be next year, 2016, and it will have, I know I said this last time, but it will have structure. Well, there was a structure to this, it just went on for years. But yeah, we'll have like some sort of like structure for it.
That's not
bit
wonderful.
short,
We can walk, mate.
Bit shorter, maybe.
Well, this one is a special.
Yeah. Bumper.
I think if we were going to do a podcast about The Rock, we might struggle to fill an hour.
Yeah, might just be a short podcast, that.
Yeah.
But we've done it now. So thanks to everyone that's managed to get through to the end or just skip to this bit.
And a Merry Christmas as well.
And a Merry festive Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. So yeah, have you got an outro as well? Is that going to play next?
No.
Oh.
Just use one. I've done loads of bits. You can just use one for the end as well.
Lazy.
Oh, it's the Cundy and Nathan Show.